Now, this is an interesting story, especially to married people like us. We told you last night about a problem many single women say they have here in Houston. They are successful, good-looking, educated, but they cannot find Mr. Right.
Mr. Rights are all married, right? In part 2 of our series tonight, we hear from the men and what the ladies can do to attract their soulmates. Elizabeth Lee has this WB special report on Single in the City.
Come on, Joy Joy. Good girl.
Kelly Howard's life has been anything but conventional, especially when it comes to marriage.
Men actually say to me, well, if you've never been married and you're 38 or 39, whatever it is, what's wrong with you?
Howard had no problems meeting men, but never the right one.
I was single forever. I got engaged when I was 40.
Knowing the challenges facing singles, Howard is now one of Houston's most recognized matchmakers as the owner of 3 dating services in town.
I've found that people work more and more these days, and especially women are very, they're very career conscious.
A career may be hurting a woman's chances of walking down the aisle. A study on high-achieving women found they are less likely to be married than career-driven men.
They find out that I'm educated and that I have a lot going for me, and they get intimidated by that. So it's very frustrating.
And what about the men? A recent survey of Houston singles found that men in their 30s want women who are their equals.
Someone with self-esteem, someone who has confidence in themselves.
But a few traditional attitudes still remain.
All of the men wanted to be the primary breadwinner. They were not interested in doing things like being the caregiver.
Most men are aware they have an unfair advantage.
I hate to say it, but I don't have a biological clock. I'm not in a rush.
Even with the clock ticking, relationship expert Bill Ferguson says if a woman tries too hard, it may backfire.
In my need of a relationship, I'm going to be needy. Well, the more I'm needy in the area of relationship, I'm going to wear relationship repellent. I'm going to push people away.
To attract Mr. Right, the love experts say just find a hobby.
If you go after the thing that you're passionate in, whatever it is, that is hot to a guy.
That's how Howard met her man.
I found that there were always more men skating than women, so I met him along the way.
But thousands of women may have to accept that waiting longer for love may be a consequence of their success. Elizabeth Lee, Houston's WB News at 9.